Hello and welcome. Today we're discussing how to set goals to be successful. This is a very important part of your strategy. I'm going to give you a 10-step process to help you with this. So you need to get some pen and paper out so you can take notes and make sure you follow each step. So why do you need to set goals? Well, you need to set goals because if not, then you're putting forth all this energy, all this effort, and you're going to lack direction. So you're not going to get results. You've got to have a plan in place that you're following in order to succeed. Take let me just give you an example. Let's say that you have a dream vacation. You're going to go to the beach. You want to go to Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. I'm in North Carolina, so that's logical for me. So, okay, you're going to set out, normally you would pick your hotel at the beach, you would know exactly the address, and you would plug it all into your GPS. That's your plan. That's your goal. That's what we're trying to get you to do today. If you don't have that, then it's like saying, okay, I want to go to Myrtle Beach. I don't know what hotel I'm going to visit, and I'm not going to put it in GPS. I'm just going to get in my car, and I'm going to go. I'm just going to go south and hope that I get there. Well, you might by luck get there, but it's going to take you so much longer than if you had taken the time to decide, okay, where am I going to stay? What am I going to do when I'm there? Get your agenda set out and put your exact address in GPS. You're going to get there in, for me, it'd be like 2.5 hours. But if you don't do that, it would probably take me 6 or longer to get there. I have the worst sense of navigation, so it'd probably take me 10 hours to get to the beach. But that's why this is very important, why you want to have a goal in place and you want to have a plan to achieve that goal. You also want to identify the values that you have, because this is going to help you set goals that are important to you and goals that you're going to want to keep. So I've got this book that is very helpful to me. It's the Self-Confidence Workbook. And in it, it has a list, on page 28, it's got a list of all of the values. So I'm just going to read them to you so you can jot them down, or you can just pause. You basically can only pick 3. Now there's 3 columns, so there's a lot. This is very difficult for me because I had a lot that was important to me, and I'll tell you the ones that I picked once we do this and how I narrowed mine down. So, okay, the first core value is acceptance, accomplishment, altruism. I don't know if I'm saying that right. It's altruism. Artistic nature, awareness, beauty, bravery, calm, carefulness, commitment, community, compassion, confidence, contentment, connection, creativity, curiosity, dependability, dignity, discipline, empathy, energy, enthusiasm, equality, ethical, excellence, excitement, expressive, fairness. Now, that's the end of the first column. Now, the middle column is faith, family, freedom, friendship, generosity, gratitude, growth, happiness, harmony, health, honesty, humility, humor, individuality, intuitiveness, joy, justice, kindness, knowledge, leadership, learning, love, loyalty, mastery, maturity, meaning, meaningfulness, nature, and openness. That's the end of the second column. The third column is optimism, originality, patience, peace, persistence, personal growth, play, practicality, productivity, reason, reliability, resourcefulness, risk, security, service, silence, simplicity, skillfulness, spirituality, spontaneity, stability, strength, thoughtfulness, understanding, equalness, trustworthiness, truth, welcoming spirit, and wisdom. Ooh, that's a lot. So as you can tell, a lot of them kind of cross over. That you can pick one and then several of them kind of fit in the same category. So to begin with, I picked acceptance, confidence, discipline, faith, gratitude, growth, happiness, health, humor, love, nature, play. Those are all the ones that were very important to me, that resonated with me and I thought was very important to me. And then I just gradually kept eliminating them. The ones that I thought would kind of fit together, I was like, okay, they really kind of fit together. And I basically came down to mine is accomplishment, faith, and love. Those are the three things that mean the most to me, and that's my guide to live my life by. So when I'm setting my goals, I want to make sure that I'm taking accomplishment, my faith, and love into account. What you get by reaching your goals is not nearly so important as what you become by reaching your goals. Zig Ziglar. That's very important. I'm going to read that again. What you get by reaching your goals is not nearly as important as what you become by reaching your goals. So in reality, you kind of become a different person. You know, a lot of our best movies, you know, they didn't achieve the goal, but they became a totally different person. And you like them even better, even though they didn't achieve their goal. It's a good storyline. Okay, what you need is the if-then planning. Or this is what psychologists call implementation intentions. Now let me explain what that is. This particular form of planning is a really powerful way to help you achieve any goal. Nearly 200 students over everything from diet and exercise to negotiation and time management have shown that deciding in advance when and where you will complete a task. Example is, if it is 4 p.m., then I will return any phone calls I should return today. That's the if-then. If it is 4 p.m., then I'm going to return the phone calls because that's the scheduled time I have allotted to complete that task. And it says that it can double or even triple your chances of actually doing it. So that's all the more reason it's important to set your goals. It sets you up for success. So take the task on your to-do list and add a specific when and where to each task that you come up with. For example, if you're saying, I got to remember to call Bob back. If it's Tuesday after lunch, then I'll call Bob. Now that you've created an if-then plan for calling Bob, your unconscious brain will start scanning the environment, searching for the solution in the if part of the plan. This enables you to seize the critical moment and make the call, even when you're busy doing other things. And what better way is there to cut down on stress than crossing things off of your to-do list? So that's kind of the opening statement, if you will, about goal setting and why you need to do it. Here is my 10-step strategy. The first step is identify your goal. What do you want to achieve? Can't just say I want to be successful. What is your goal? What do you want to achieve? I'm assuming, since you're in network marketing and you're taking this confidence course, that one of your goals could be to build your network marketing business. Maybe you want to quit the job that you hate. Maybe you want to be financially secure. Write down everything that you want to achieve. All of your goals. Just get it out, get it on paper. And this is a good time to kind of implement sticky notes and different paths, different things you can use to get creative. Colored pencils, highlighters, whatever you can do to get creative and get your mind, your juices flowing. Just anything, nothing is off limits. Just put everything down. What goal do you want to achieve? This is the identifying process. Then the step 2 is make it measurable and realistic. Now, when you finish step 1, you need to have it narrowed down to the one thing you want to achieve. So do the same thing that you did in your core statement. List everything down and then weed it down to what is the absolute most important goal that you can possibly have in your life right now that you can put all of your focus and attention on. Don't make 6 and try to achieve 6 at the same time. No, you got to narrow it down to 1. So you've identified what your goal is. And now the second part of this is to make it measurable and realistic. So don't say, I want to make $1 million. Okay, don't we all? But how are you going to do that? You got to make it realistic. And you can't say, I want to make $1 million today because, the chance of achieving that is just impossible. So if your goal is to build your network marketing business, this is where you want to put, okay, how many people do I want to add to my business? And then you got to put a limit on it. Like if you want to grow your business by 10 new people, okay, that's great. Then what's the time frame you want to give yourself to get those 10 people? Do you think you can do that in a week? Do you think you can do it in a month? Do you want to do that in 3 months? What is your time frame for achieving this goal? So again, make it measurable, something that you can look back on and say, yes, I definitely achieved that. It's got to be number. Got to be a way to measure it and make it realistic. Don't say I want to gain 1,000 people in a week from a network marketing team when you know that's not going to happen. Then you're going to set yourself up for stress and failure, and that's just going to pile on, and you're not going to succeed that way. So the first one is identifying your goal. You've got that. Now you know exactly what your goal is, where you're going. Like my example, you can go to Myrtle Beach. Then the second thing is make it measurable and realistic. The third thing is list all the ways that you can achieve this goal. And this is where I want you to brainstorm, get as creative as possible, and nothing is off limits. Whatever you think of, no matter how crazy it may sound, how unrealistic it is, put it down. Put it down on paper. This is where you're just going to list everything. You're throwing all the spaghetti against the wall, and you're going to see what sticks. Like if you want to increase your network marketing business, examples may be, okay, I'm going to run advertising. You may have never thought about running advertising in your business, but now that's not off limits because nothing is off limits. Get everything down. Even things you said you would never do. Like you may be a guest on a podcast. You may try to get on a TV show. You may try to get on, CNN, 60 Minutes. You may try to get somebody to interview you about your business and your goal and what you're doing and try to get activity that way. Try to get people to sign up with you by being a guest star on somebody else's show. Now that could be a YouTube channel, it could be a podcast, could be a TV show, could be radio, whatever you want to do. Somebody's blog, you could do a guest post on somebody's blog. There's all different ideas out there of how you can achieve your goal. Or you can just do it organically through social media. Me personally, I highly recommend advertising because that's the quickest way to get you results and you can see what's working and what's not a lot faster than you can doing it by social media. So now you've identified your goal, you've made it measurable and realistic, and now you've listed all the ways that you can possibly achieve this goal. And then the fourth step is you're going to narrow that down. Same as we did in our core values, same as we did in identifying our goal. You're going to narrow it down to just one way. You can only pick one way because I want you to be focused and driven on this. And I want you to, because I've made this mistake. I've tried to do a YouTube channel at one time. At the same time, I was doing a YouTube channel, a podcast, post on social media, trying to record courses, trying to run ads, and trying to learn all about marketing and all about building my confidence all at the same time. It sets you up for stress and failure. Your mind's going in too many different directions and you're chasing the next shiny object and you're basically working very, very hard and you're expecting to see success, but you're not going to see success because you're spread too thin and you're not focused and you're going in all different directions. So you can only pick one way to achieve your goal. So then the fifth step is now you know your goal, you've identified it. Now you know how to measure it, you know exactly what you want to achieve. Like if you're saying the goal to lose weight. Okay, this is where you say, I want to lose 20 pounds. That's where I'm saying make it measurable. Don't just say, I want to lose weight. You know, make it measurable, something you can say each week. Okay, yes, I lost a pound, or no, I didn't lose a pound this week. So you know if you succeeded or not. And then you're going to list all the ways you can achieve that goal. So if it's losing weight, then okay, how much am I going to exercise? What is my diet going to be? What sports am I going to maybe take up? What type of exercise am I going to do? Cardio, yoga, weightlifting? You know, exactly what am I going to do? That's where you're setting the steps down. Then you're going to narrow that down to just the one. So, you know, you're going to lift weights. So then now comes step 5. You've narrowed your list down. You know your goal. You know what you're going to do. Now step 5 is to make your plan. This is where you lay out your time management and you space everything out. That, like, if it is losing weight, then okay, Mondays I'm going to do a exercise routine that, you know, is all focused on legs. And then I'm going to eat healthy, of course, and I'm going to drink plenty of water. And then you have to set a time for this, though. You know, when are you going to do your exercise plan? You know, you're going to say you're going to do that from 8 to 9 in the morning, or 5 to 6 in the afternoon, whatever it is. Or maybe you space it out. Like I used to take my lunch hour when I worked corporate America. I would take my lunch hour and I would go walk. Then I would eat my lunch at my desk. I would take the entire hour and just go walk. It was a great way to de-stress. I was able to catch up on podcasts or my learning thing. I could have my earbuds in, listen to courses while I was walking. Great way to de-stress and be productive at the same time. So now, again, you're setting your times of when you're going to do this stuff so you can actually check it off. Yes, I did that today. And, you know, if it's building your business, I mean, it needs to be detailed. You know, you're going to say, okay, if I'm running ads, where am I going to run them? I'm going to run it on Facebook, Google, YouTube, TikTok. What am I going to do? You know, who's going to run the ad for me? Am I going to take the time to learn that myself, or am I going to pay somebody to actually set that up for me? Then you got to have a lead magnet. You got to have something that's going to attract people. They're going to give you their email address in order to get your item. So now you got all that done. Then you got them on your email list, where you got to have your autoresponder set up so that you can now communicate with them. And now you got to have those emails written so that they have already set up and going out. So all these things you need to have listed out, and you need to, at the end of it, you have everything set up, and now your plan is in place. And now you can actually set your next goal. I want you to do this continuously. Make little plans, set the goal, achieve it, and then move to the next plan. So that's the 5th step. The 6th step is you put your plan in action. You actually get up and you start doing whatever you said you were going to do. You've got your time set up, you know exactly when you're going to do things, and you're going to actually check them off every day. You're implementing your plan. The 7th step is after a week, after 7 days, I want you to sit down and review your plan. How well did you succeed? Did you actually do everything you said you were going to do each and every day? Were you consistent? If you were, I want you to pat yourself on the back and reward yourself and be proud of yourself. Whether you achieved anything or not, you achieved the fact that you stuck to your plan and your time management goal. If you were not successful, now's when you're going to analyze that. You're going to recognize that. Okay, this plan did not work. So now that's step 7, you're reviewing your results. Step 8 is you make any necessary changes that you need to. Think of it as your GPS. This is where you're recalculating. Okay, if plan A that I just did for 7 days did not work at all, did not generate any results, then it's time to regroup, make another plan, and then implement it again. And step 9 is you're repeating steps 6 through 9. And 6 through 9 was putting your plan in action, review your results, make any necessary changes, and then you repeat the process. And the 10th one is create your why for doing this. What is going to be your reward at the end of this? And it may be that you're going to buy yourself something. It may be that you're going to give yourself, if you love desserts, maybe you're going to go get some special dessert for yourself. I love sweets, so it'd be a cake or ice cream, something special like that. Maybe you're going to go on a trip. Maybe you're going to set, a certain amount of money aside because you achieved your goal. Whatever it is, you've got to have your why in place, and I want you to write it down on the wall somewhere where you see it every single day. Now, I'm not saying write it on the wall. I'm saying write it and stick it to the wall. Let's be clear here. Write it down, put it on a sticky note, put it where you're going to see it all over your house and your car and your phone as a reminder. Every time it pops up, you see what you're working towards. And it's going to keep you focused, and it's going to keep you on your goals. So go through all of these, and you're going to be successful in no time. This is the way to set goals to be successful. You're never going to achieve your goal if you don't actually put a plan in place that is measurable and something that you can achieve. Again, make it a small little plan to begin with. Maybe it's just you're going to get everything set up so you can start running ads. All the things I listed before. Maybe that's your initial plan to get your lead magnet done. That's great. Set a plan in place for how you're going to achieve that, getting your lead magnet done. That's whatever item you're going to give your customers in order for them to give you their email address. The bait you're going to dangle in front of them. Because as you know, you can't run ads to your network marketing business on the internet. They don't allow that. But you can run an ad to get an item that's going to teach people how to run their business in network marketing. Same as I'm doing for you. I'm teaching you how to achieve your confidence in network marketing. So I know everybody on my email list is interested in network marketing. So now I can email all those people about joining my team or buying my products. They can't track what you do with the person who's opted in and decided, decided, yes, I want to communicate with you. I want to be on your email list. You have my permission to email me. Then you can email them all you want about your business, but you cannot upfront run an ad to people about your network marketing business. Just give you the heads up. I got that slap up front, and from my network marketing company and from the ads, so I waste a lot of money. So I'll let you know up front. You can't do that. So thank you for paying attention to this. Thank you for going through this. You can stop and rewind and go watch this over and over and over again. Get your core values set up. Identify all the 10 steps that I said. Work it out and actually do it. That's your homework. It's now your turn to go do all of these 10 steps and keep doing it until you achieve your goal. Once you achieve that goal, check it off, give your little party, and then set another goal. Keep working up till you achieve the ultimate goal, which is quitting your job, being financially secure, whatever your ultimate goal is. This is going to help you achieve it. Thank you so much, and I wish you all the success.